Hello there and welcome back to Strange Horticulture. Now, last time we actually managed to find 4 out of the 5 plants we need for the ritual. We still need, I think it's called Swift Snare. We still need Swift Snare. I've no idea where to get it. I'm hoping we're going to find it on our travels in this episode. I think we're really close to the end of the game as well. I think we're really close. Because the loading bar, when you put it on the card on the days, we've been slowly getting like moon kind of things going along, and we're right near the end on the far right hand side. So I think we maybe need the end of the game. May even be in this episode that we'll finish it. I'm not entirely sure. However, we do have the 4 out of 5. We need to try and get rid of this beastie. The Lady in Jade came to visit us and had ourselves a little chat. She was kind of losing control. She was hard fighting it, but this thing's trying to take over and go on a deletion spree, which obviously we want to stop. I think everyone wants to stop it, basically. The head honcho guy of the guild, the Dendra cult, the cult guy, he's not very happy with us because we're joined, but we haven't helped them out because I kind of regretted joining. That's just how it is. So I don't know what ending we're going to get. I'm assuming there is multiple endings. I'm not entirely sure which one we're going to get. It's interesting. It's a very interesting game. So, that being said, grab your favourite drink and snacks. Curl up somewhere comfortable. Come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Strange Horticulture. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. And we have another card bottle. Hopefully this will send us somewhere where we need to actually be. Right, to the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. East of the castle. Okay. She finally had the power she'd craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken and would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. So yeah, we're right close to the end here, because I'm assuming this is the end of the bar. I think we've got today and maybe tomorrow. 2 days left, maybe? We'll find out. So yeah, I have no idea what this card's thinking. To the east of the castle. So which castle we're talking about, because there's a few castles. Day 16. Saturday. And let's have ourselves a bit of a look here. And where's all my stuff gone? Never mind. Right. East of the castle, across the river, through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. So we're looking for a castle near mountains, across a river and through the mountain pass. So it can't be, is it Egremont? Can't be Egremont Castle because there's no river nearby. Across the river and through the mountain pass. It could be Muncaster. Across the river, through the mountain pass. Maybe, I don't think. Edge of the forest. Well, it's crossing 2 rivers and there's no mountain pass. So where's the other castle? Do we have another castle? Sazerg. Actually, hold on, that could be it. Sazerg Castle. East of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass. Across the river, through the mountain pass, edge of the woods. That one? What a guess. That was a pure guess, just so you know. Right. For a second there as well, I thought my microphone was muted, because I don't remember clicking mute off, and I had a mind to freak out there. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm broader with a new find. Well, that very much looks like a snary plant. Where are you going? Oh, there you are. It moves fast for a plant. That very much looks like the snare. Swift snare. Hence probably the fasting. Right, let's have that real quick. I'm gonna visually confirm it. Just I'm assuming it is the one that we'll need. S, isn't it? Next one. Swift snare. The binder, ankle grabber, never let go. So swift snare has small heart-shaped leaves. I would say they're small heart-shaped leaves. And it's fast. I'm going to call that. Purple, just be safe. Swift snare. Which means we have all 5 plants that we need for the ritual. And let's move you across to the shelf. So yeah, we need Corpse's Friend, a reminder, which is the Devil's Nightcap. We need the Ankle Grabber, the Binder, which is Swift Snare. Third is the Fearbringer, which is Widow's Wall, I think. Widow's Wall? I need to double check that. I'm going to put these in order just because I'm probably not going to need them in order, in a specific order. Widow's Wall. Fear. Alright, Widow's Wall. Third is the Fearbringer, Widow's Wall. Fourth is to lift a curse, which is Long Veracund. That one right there is a curse lifter. And then the last one, number 5, is a Petal to Skewer Black Blood's Reverse, which that is the miasma, which turns your blood black and deletes you quite spectacularly, I might add. That apparently counteracts it. So that's the 5 that we need. I'm happy with that. Let's move that in there. Let's get ourselves a visitor and let's get this done. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. I believe I have, yes. Are we actually going out? We must act before it's too late. Okay, we don't have any other. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. Okay, so we're actually literally just going straight to the ritual site. Which was... south. Yes, it was. It's just south of the oak tree. I was going to hit the oak tree there, and I'm thinking, no, it was south of, wasn't it? A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the centre of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Okay, do we... I'm assuming we don't have a specific order. And I'm going to hope that we have... The Widow's War I'm worried about. Four out of 5 correct plants, so close. Time is pressing. I must get this right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We may be in trouble here. I don't know what. Which one's incorrect? It's the only one. Which one haven't we? See, that's been confirmed. That's been confirmed. That can't be anything else but Swift Snare. That is definitely correct. That's confirmed. So it's got to be Widow's War. What was the other one that I had marked as Widow's War? Okay. That was the other one that I had marked as Widow's War. But that doesn't have purple flowers. That has red flowers. That's very confusing. Alright. Well done. I will take it from here. That's really weird. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean, nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? The Bring said so, yes. I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump, turning around to see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. That is quite horrifying. That is horrifying to see. And I would not like to see that in the woods. I would not like to see that anywhere. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I'm here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... The creature lunges forward and brings her huge arms scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air as she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. That was very lucky. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. That's very cool. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again, and is slowly advancing with strange jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. Damn, alright. Sun attack. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who's clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. Christ, I was blinded. I was not expecting that one. Bloody hell. Right. That caught us off guard. There's an almighty thunderclap and blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smoulders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what's just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We're fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have ploughed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm and strange horticulture, of course, with Hellebore for company. It's quiet around here, but I'm content, and there are always more plants to learn about than discover. There are quite a few plants that I haven't actually done with. Oh, okay. Alright. I think we may have reached the end, so we've only had one more day left. I've gone and done it again. Right. It's happened a few times before. Give us a second. We're just going to continue reading this and we're going to actually find out whether it is the end of the game entirely or not. It does say the end. Ending to Elderfinium. Right. Reuben Ward. He is alive, attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Very nice. Alive, Verona Green, the occult scholar. She regularly visits you for some advice. You become firm friends. That's very cool. Bethany Coleman, the sister, deceased. Killed by the servant. That's very unfortunate. I liked her. Faye Swift, alive. The psychic. She's not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. That's very cool. Ennis Aylford, in hiding. The cultist. Has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumours he is living in Rattle Cave once again. Maybe go and find him out. Wounded. Forrest Vare, the hunter. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. At least he survived. Plus he's got a bitchin' scar. He's gonna get all the ladies now. Thea Ward, in hiding. The woman in the jade mask. Ashamed of her actions that cause so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. Alive. It's Isidore Burbage. That's the guy who punched the dog, isn't it? He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve to be... Well, he deserves to be alive, but not, well. He'd be getting his. Currently pursuing legal action against Strange Horticulture. Why? What did I do to him? Never mind. So we've got ending 2, Elderfinium. I wonder how many endings there are. So we got the Sleeping Dendrew. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shells. Alright, next. And we are actually at the credits. Okay. That's very misleading. Oh, earlier. Whoa, hold on. Oh, do we just continue? Do we just continue playing until we get unlock all the plants? 58 out of 77 plants identified. So we can just like continue. Can we just continue? It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It's been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? He's asleep. He's having himself a nap. I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. Yes, it did, actually. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. Alright. I was hoping you could help me finishing identifying all these plants. Are you going to throw a whole load of plants at me? Let's start with a moonlight flower, Bella Nox. I've always loved that one. Do I actually have... I don't think I've got a listen for Bella Nox. I do not have a listen for that. Unless it's something else entirely. Bella Nox. Can I like get back to you? Moonlight flower. If I just like leave right now, if I click on build to explore and I'll just ignore you for now, I'm just gonna have a look at this real quick. I think we're just in like identifying mode now. The story is finished. We're gonna have a look at this and I'm gonna probably cut it here. Because, you know, I can't believe I've done it again. I've done it again. This is the third time. Right. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. Learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns a horseshoe inn on Main Street. Ravenglass. Let's go to Ravenglass. And completely ignore this lady right here, because I don't think I have what you want. Ravenglass. Where is Ravenglass? Meet up. Hawkshead. Kentmere. Horseshoe on me. So it's Ravenglass is a town. So obviously we must have to... No, there it is, man. Let's just go and talk to him. Well, I need to leave. I'm met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who's delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find a monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. Remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was the evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we travelled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. As I turned to leave, Yaz, here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this. And I would just hold on. Just hold on. Elixir of the Black Veil. No seed will grow that does not wither, no water will languish upon the river, no man will last forever hail, we all will wear the blackened veil. Leaf of the Storian, dark flower of the tomb, stench of the twilight. Okay, let's put you back in there because we don't have everything that we need. And shut you because we don't need you right now. Right. Monastery of the Black Veil marketing in the map. They don't want to be found. Monastery was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west. They left me here in Ravenglass and have stayed ever since. Right, let's just decipher this one then. I'm just curious about this whole Black Veil thing. I kind of want to solve this puzzle. And then I think we're just going to be on plant finding mode and just going, to finish off the book, basically. And that I'll do probably on my own time. Also, I'm just padding the episode out a little bit because basically what happened last time, a couple of times in the past, where I've finished an episode and then thought, right, be the last episode next week, and then I've actually come to record it, and the end has been like it's been like a 15-minute episode. It's happened twice before, and it's one of those, if I just continued a little bit further, I would have finished the game in the previous episode, which is what happened, well, last time. If I'd just continued, blasted off another day, then we would have been finished. Not that I'm bothered about that, it's ironic that it happens so often. I mistime things. So anyway, we're going to find the Black Veil, and we're going to leave it there, because I think then would be probably be done. The story's done. We're just going to wrap up this last puzzle. So, right. Monty was on the edge of a wood. Remember that much. Must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face. Now, are we going away from... Were they coming away from the monastery? So will these instructions, if we have to find it, will these be in reverse? Because they left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. So this is the end of the line for him. Edge of a wood, right? Heading. So this is the journey from the monastery to Ravenglass. So it would be heading west. So it would be east. Feel sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. So crossed 2 rivers, and then followed the river for a while. I could hear it on my left as we travelled. Which means, hold on, crossed 2 rivers and we followed the river for a while. Could hear it on my left, so we're not going north because that would put it on his right. When we're traveling backwards, it would have been on his right. Followed the river for a bit. Could hear it to my left as we travelled. So it'll be on his right. So 1, 2. Edge of a forest. Not this is not the right one. Oh wait, hold on, is it? 3 ravens circle above their caws and croaks, leaving the silence an omen. What I came for, I take what I came for and leave. So that was correct. Or explored here and found all there is to find. Well, I didn't pick up any more plants. What? Right. So I don't know if we're close or not. Where were? Let's try this one again. There has to be reverse engineering. So we crossed 2 rivers. Then we followed the river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we travelled. Unless I'm wrong here. If you heard it on his left, then it would be... It can't be down here because there's no thing. Is it there? This is what throws me off. We followed the river for a while. The only thing we can go, this is going to be really weird, because, is it this? Because it's at the edge of a forest. It's the only forest nearby after 2 rivers. But it's this that's thrown us off. Because he crossed east to go, like, coming back. Sorry, west, because he's coming to Raven Glass from there. Which means, if you follow the river for a while, heading south, the river would be on his right, not on his left. However, the edge of the wood. Okay, never mind. That's another really weird one. Sorry. 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturist. Then the one in the centre of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays silent. So we need to make the elixir of the Black Veil. Which means, do we have the plants that we need for that? And put you down there as well. Right. So we need to actually bring a potion here. So we need to leave there for now. A leaf of the Storian. Hold on. We're gonna go that because I think that is the Storian. The Dark Flower of the Tomb, which is not average. It's not called Tomb, it's something else. It's just nicknamed Tomb. No, I didn't want to click on that. Thumb. Tomb. Pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Fragrances in soaps and candles. Who doesn't love the scent of death? Yeah, right. Are you? Dark blue flower smells like sweet rhubarb. Actually, those... Could it be that? Maybe. We're gonna guess. We're gonna guess anyway. Stench of the twilight. We had one Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower, the smell it gives off is quite foul. We had one that smelt really bad, didn't we? That one? A rather unpleasant scent. That one, maybe? Just pure guess. Okay. I'm going to guess that is correct. You are Black Veil. And Mrs. Lady has to wait there because I don't have what she needs. I genuinely, like, I don't have an entry for Bella Nox. Unless I'm just randomly pick something for you. I could do. Right, so that's done. We've got that. And let's head out. And let's go and see our guys over here. And give him this. Correct. Thank you very much. And we have a whole bunch of book entries. Nice. Third member of the trio accepts the election. Together they disappear into monastery. Sometime later they return with a stack of parchment. Oh, Bella Nox. Nice. Okay. That's a lot of plants. That's more than the 3 I thought I was getting. Poliscus flower, crushed and appears with cure coughs and sore throats. Author can attest that supposed cure does not work. However, we do now have an entry for Bella Nox. Is that the last of the plants that we need? How many did it give us? It didn't give us nearly. No, it didn't give us enough. We are still missing some. Right. The Moonlight Flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It's thought to send people mad with obsessive desires, seductively luring them to their destinies like a siren's call. Does that mean... Hold on. Is it... that one? It kind of looks like that. Where's my labels gone? There we go. There's my labels. And you are not. I'm going to call you Bella Nox. Because I think that might be that one. Please be correct. Alright, confirmed Bella Nox. Nice. Alright. Should we do a full mop up if we can? Let's do it. Let's do a full mop up if we can. Right, sorry, we need to think that there and confirm that as yellow. Correct. And you are what were you? You were the one that I thought was incorrect. You're not Widow's War. No, you are the Widow's War. Widow's War? Confirmed yellow. Also, it didn't say... Oh, okay. I'll take that back. It doesn't say purple. Dainty dark flowers grow up from better long thin leaves. So that's correct. Alright. And you are confirmed Devil's Nightcap. And you are confirmed Swift Snare. Nice. So we need to confirm the rest of these. Then we might be good at it. We're just going to keep that there. Right. Oh, she wants another one. Spring Wax Cap. We have that already. Nice. And confirm you, yellow. I think we're me and having this average. Oh, we're just going for a whole list. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss, thanks. Do you still want it? Right, so let's just confirm that is average. Yes. Fool's Midnight. Right, so F. We need F. Fool's Midnight. Used by someone as an aphrodisiac, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off the most. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly said to have a unique sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. Fool's Midnight. Smells rotten. I think that's the only mushroom we haven't actually polished off, isn't it? Tested. Everything else has been, all the other mushrooms are confirmed. That's the only one we got. Alright. Fool's Midnight, where are you going? Where's that one we've just done gone? There we are. Confirm Fool's Midnight. Are we literally just gonna get all of these done in one go? Do we like have all the plants, we just haven't identified them? Because that would be kind of cool. 65 out of 77. Right, demo. Ooh, demo sounds nice. I wonder if that's what Mum puts in a tea. I've often thought she must have a secret ingredient that makes it extra soothing. Right, so D. Demo. This unremarkable flower is related to the common thistle. Leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that is used to calm anxiety. Right, so we're looking for thistle-looking leaves. We've either got that one. Nope. A bland-smelling flower. Or we have that one. Quite easy to coat oneself in the jagged leaves, just found out. I don't know about that one, like. I'm going to say possibly that one. So we don't have any other ones that have that kind of leaf. Not in the unconfirmed pile. Sorry, I'm just going to... Since you've been confirmed, we're just going to move them across. Then we don't have to worry about any of them. It's just these ones we've left to do. Hold on, we can confirm that one. Nope. Historian confirmed because we used you in an elixir. Right, so it's just these left to do. Or is it? No, we know those two. Because he'll be using the elixir, so we can confirm those, but not actually confirmed. Right, we're going to try this one. Demo. Demo. Nice. Right, confirm you as demo. We're blasting through them now. Right. And you can go in there. Right. Wait, you were, hold on. You were the T, weren't you? Twilight Lepiota? Ah, you're the Twilight Lepiota. Twilight Lepiota. And you can go confirmed. And you were the, what was the other one in that portion? Where were you? Elixir of the Damned, Balak, no. Tomb. You were Tomb. THUM. You were tomb. Can close the archive now. Because you were confirmed. So it's just, we have, what? How many got? 11. 11 plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have all the plants. We just need to identify them. Right, lesser Meridoc. Do we have that confirmed? No. Round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. Confirm that. Yes, confirmed. Thank you very much. Okay, get off my screen. Confirmed. I should say lesser Meridoc. Umbrella. It's one of the new ones. Powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be cure. It will not be a cure once illness is set in, but it can be ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. It's not that one. Hold on. Flowers are very delicate. It doesn't mention nothing of strawberries, and there's no gherkin sticking out of that one. That one. Sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Alright. That one. You are umbrella. Nice. Okay. Some of these were quite good actually. I've had some of these actually on these purple ones have been there for quite a while. I've just never had a chance to confirm them until now, which is nice. Evulum. Do we have a Evulum? E-double-E. Evulum. Scent producer considered overpowering by some, but said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evulum has many short, pretty leaves. I'm going to say that. Confirmed. Justification. Justification entirely. Right. Evulum. Yellow. Okay. Straight over here. And Penny Bell. Has to be you. Confirmed. Thank you. I almost mistaken that one for a different plant. Until I got the entry for it, and then looking at it, it has to be Penny Bell. Right, Birdum. Birdum. Thick birdum leaves make a tasty addition to soups and stews. Superstitious folk won't allow birdum into their homes as it's believed to bring bad luck. I'm going to say that because that has notches out of it, and that's the only plant that has notches out of it like that. So I'm going to go straight you, Birdum. And you can get labelled straight away. B-U-R-D-U-M. Birdum, thank you. Confirmed. Right, Poliscus. P. Poliscus. Poliscus flowers crushed into paste and cure coughs and sore throats. Author can attest its supposed cure does not work. That could be that one. It's the other confirmed ones that I've got on. No, semi-confirmed don't have that, so it has to be this. You have to be Poliscus. You are Poliscus. And boop. Poliscus. I'll feel self-pride and accomplishment because I've guessed a lot of these already. Lyle of Neptune. Oop, nope. Straight in with that one. It's that little sparky thing. Right. So you can drop down here. Yellow. straight into there, which leaves only 4 left to get. And you are Agaria, because you're the only one that looks like it. Looks like cotton balls, blue cotton balls. Straight down there, yellow, confirm. I like this. I don't know how many, I don't know if we're missing any elixirs, or if we're not. You have to be Sour Bandy. Confirm. Boom. And a Carnivorous Tauren has to be, which means the last one has to be Prittle. Wait. I thought I'd already marked Prittle. Have I already marked Prittle? I mean, it has to be that. Hold on. Excuse me? We have a plant that hasn't been identified. Excuse me? We've already done Prittle. Pallian's Prittle. Okay. Now I'm confused. We have an unidentified plant here. Which means we have looked at it and just we've used it and it hasn't basically been done. So it has jagged leaves. I need to identify, I really feel I need to identify this plant. Nothing, not Norwood. Mellow Glow. Wait, hold on, it's not. I guess not. Alright. It doesn't have thorns. Not Mary's Breath. We've used, I'm sure I've used this plant. Do we use this in a portion, in one of the portions? Embersaw. Is that Embersaw? Do we have an Embersaw? I'm sure we've used it. I remember using this plant in something. I think it's Embersaw. Protected property. Someone was given an offering to various deities and returns to sanctuary. Flowers with many petals. It has to be. I'm just going to call it Embersaw. And we're going to go into the archive. And I'm sure we've used it. I'm just going to guess that it is. I can't see any Embersaws on the list. And I'm sure I've used it. I've used it already. So that is our complete book. That's everything identified. I'm really pleased with myself there. A lot of those I actually did already. Plants identified, 77. End the day, please. All right, that's very cool. Okay, we had a lovely wrap-up session right at the end, right there. That was very cool. Okay, so we got one. Oh, hold on. Hey, hold on. Let's go big me real quick. Right. So, I'm really glad there was an epilogue there. I'm really glad because if there was no epilogue, that episode would have been 15 minutes long, which would have, you know. So basically, the epilogue saved my ass. Right? However, that has been Strange Horticulture. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just the right level of puzzles. Cool aesthetic. The music is very cool, even though I couldn't use it. Obviously, I had to turn the music off because of copyright, which is it's always a shame to not have the game's genuine music in the episodes, because obviously they've spent a lot of time and effort on it, and it's a shame to not use it. However, my hands were tied in this situation. I just couldn't get it to work correctly without getting struck down by the copyright gods. So in the interest of just making it easier on myself, I've removed the music and have obviously replaced it with my own obviously copyright free music. So like I said, this has been Strange Horticulture. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good level of puzzles, good story. There's obviously, I'm assuming, a few different endings. I think we got a good ending or slightly less than good ending, because we had obviously a lot of death, which I think we could have prevented. I don't quite know how we're going to play that, how we'll prevent that, because I just made the choices I thought was correct at the time. Anyway, I'm going to probably look up other endings, see what affects it and how many endings there are, because I really enjoyed that. I might actually play this again on my own time and try to get different endings. Sounds cool. Sounds cool to me. So, I really hope, to be fair, I hope that they do a second one of these. Although my only wish would be how cool it would be if it's like a 3D kind of game where you actually had to travel around. Can you imagine this in like a 3D setting where you've actually got to travel through the countryside to get the plants and stuff, follow the clues? That'd be interesting. That's the only way I would think it could get better than it already is. It's already really good. I think it would just be pretty cool to have like an exploration side of it where you're actually physically leaving the place and not just on a map. I understand the way why they did it this way. It is very cool. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm gonna keep an eye out on what these devs are doing. I don't know if they're working on something new already. Another one to look out for. Oh. Thank you all for watching this series. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out. Come check out some other stuff that we have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And as always, see you on the flip side. Bye bye.